Hi Flosstube, Bree here with brees.stitching.stuff, and today is Wednesday, March 4th, 2020, and this is my channel about cross stitch and life and other crafts that I like to do. So welcome, thank you for coming by and joining in on my video if you're new. Hope you stick around and comment below so we can all get to know each other a little bit, and if you are returning to my video, thank you so much. I am having so much fun with Flosstube, period. Love it. The comment section has been so fun, just talking back and forth with people, getting to know people, and just listening to all the kind comments and just the community. It's just amazing. So thank you all so much. I appreciate it. So I have a little life update stuff first, and then we'll get into cross stitch. So this week has been really good. I had surgery back in December for my back, and I was able to start physical therapy this week, which is amazing. I feel like a completely different person. I had very restricted movements since December 23rd, where I couldn't bend, twist, lift, or do anything like that. So I was starting to feel very, very stiff and very rigid, I guess. I used to do yoga 3-4 times a week up until my surgery, so it was a big adjustment for my body to not be moving. So physical therapy started this week, and I was able to bend and twist and move and squat, and I was so excited. I just kept like squealing the whole time, and the physical therapist was laughing at me. He thought I was crazy. But, you know, I was just ecstatic. And then on top of that, so we're in Illinois and in the United States, so insurance is a little bit crazy sometimes, and I was worried. Our insurance plan said, was telling me it was going to be a $50 copay every single time I went to physical therapy, and so I was just trying to figure out how we were going to pull that off, and I got there and they said, it's free! I hit my deductible for the fiscal year. Yay! So stuff you get excited about when you're a grown-up is just pretty lame. But I was super excited because now I can go without like feeling guilty that I'm spending money on myself. I know it's health and I shouldn't feel guilty, but I'm a mom. That's what we do, you know? And then my oldest son turns 15 on Sunday. Blows my mind. I just don't understand how it happened. I know it's solely cliche to say that, it goes so fast, but in my head, I'm still 23 years old. I'm not. I'm 37, but in my head, I'm 23. So when I say like, oh yeah, my oldest is 15, I'm like, there's no way that's happening because I'm 23. I'm not, but that's just how your brain works sometimes. So he's constantly asking about driver's ed and getting his permit, and I am all for him driving, but selfishly, I'm not ready to say I have a kid that can drive. So anyways, those are my little updates. Nothing crazy. It was just, I feel really good this week, and I just wanted to share it with all of you guys because I love you all. So I have a previous finish, which is hilarious, okay? My mom is a huge crafter. Growing up, we always did some kind of crafting of any kind, painting. We didn't do much sewing though. She made like our Halloween costumes, and she'd make like doll clothes for our dolls and stuff like that, but she never taught me and my sister to sew when we were growing up until we got older. But yeah, we always were doing something. And then when my mom got married to my stepdad, they started doing craft shows together. So my stepdad would cut out the wood, and then my mom would paint it. It was those like back in like the 90s, remember those like Santa Clauses and snowmen and pumpkins and bats and stuff that were super cute. People painted and they sold at craft shows. So that's what my mom did. So I grew up in a very crafty world. Very fortunate for me. I think every little child should have some kind of crafting or art in their life because it just opens your mind for so much. Well, so my mom and my daughter have been redoing part of my mom's house to make it their craft room. So that's what they like to do together too. So my mom found this. Yeah, I mean, it's even finished on like a little embroidery hoop. How cute is that? Check out how even those stitches are. I don't even remember stitching this. I stitched the butterfly, and with pencil I wrote by BB, which is my initials when I was a little kid. How funny. So yeah, It's the cutest thing ever. I have it hanging in my sewing room now because I just think it's so funny. I honestly don't even remember stitching this. So when she found it, I was laughing hysterically. So thanks, Mom. So that was it for my previous finishes. So I have some whips. I've definitely gone into like the mode of monogamous stitching again. I kind of got out of it for a little bit and I'm definitely back in it again. I noticed that I like to finish my pieces. So I kind of got stuck on like a piece this week, yeah. So this week I will show you my main whip, which is part of my 10 and 20 with Farm Girl Michelle. So this is the Blue Flower Mermaid's Garden, and I did switch out some of the colors, but I did mostly all the called for colors. I switched the hat and the hair. It's in my last video if you guys want to know what I did with that. Or if you really want to know, just ask me below or email me or message me, whatever. I will let you know. I'm so close to being done. I just want to be done already. Like, do you guys ever get like that? You like are so close that you just want to be done? So there she is. Oh, I got all the flowers, all the leaves, all the vines done. So all I have left is the rest of this vase, a word, and then her fin, and then I'm done. Because I don't know if you guys remember, but I'm leaving those little seahorses off. I don't really care for them. So yeah, so I just got like 2 lines of words, a fin, and a vase to do, and I'm done. I am so excited about this one. Oh, I don't know. Those flowers just, they make me happy. I wish there was flowers in real life that were those colorings. This is being stitched on a 32 count Lugana in the colorway Limestone. And I am loving stitching on this. I don't know. I might be converted into a 32 count Lugana stitcher because this has been a dream to stitch with, and I'm not even kidding. My eyes adjust so fast to the holes. I don't know if you can see them. The weave is just perfect for me. I don't know. I just love this. We'll see. So I did that pretty much every day. In February. I worked on that at least 20 minutes. I worked on that because I want it done and I want to frame it and hang it up on my walls and just be able to stare at the prettiness of it. I am working on the Linen and Threads Family and Friends Quaker sale. So every month they post on their website the link for that month. So then you have a whole month to stitch up your part. So I didn't finish March yet. I ended up removing my letters and my numbers that I had in there. I'm going to change it. So I had asked you guys before how I should do the letters and numbers, and I've decided that I'm going to go ahead. Each month I will add in initials or dates that were important that month in our lifetime. So like January, I don't really have anything to put in January, so I'll probably put like 2020 because that's when I started the sale. And then February, we don't really have anything either, so I don't know what I'm going to put in February, but like March is my son's birthday. So I'm going to try to figure out like dates and stuff that I can do for that. And this is as far as I've gotten on March. So I just worked on this a little bit yesterday and the day before, just for a few minutes, just kind of while I was getting ready for the day and stuff. So that's as far as I got. I really do like this. I love it. So I'm excited. I can't wait for the year. I don't want the year to be over, but I want it to be over so I can see how this all comes together. So that was my second whip that I had this month. And then I'll leave that hashtag down below, so if you want to join in, join in. But yeah, there's a Facebook group for it as well. I think it's just Linen and Threads Facebook group, I think. I don't know. You can find it. So my next whip I did was my Long Dog sampler, which was with 2 Martini Stitcher. She has a hashtag for Long Dog Leap Day Sale. So on February 29th, you were to start a Long Dog sampler, and you have 4 years to finish it. So I had ended up picking Quilts by Long Dog Samplers. And I love everything about this. So I'm pretty much keeping the colors, except all the trees that you see throughout the pattern, I'm changing them to greens. Just because I thought that the whole pattern was really heavy on the reds and oranges, and I wanted to add some green into it just to break it up. Because even like if you look, a lot of the houses and barns and stuff, there's a lot of oranges and reds in there. So I thought adding some greens in there would be a nice little addition to it. So this is my very first long dog that I've ever done, and I really, really, really enjoyed the pattern. It's very easy to follow, and it's on regular sheets of paper, so it fits in your binders or your folders or stuff like that. Yeah, so it's like printer size paper. So I love it. So let me show you. I just worked on this on the 29th, and that was all I did for it. So you can see how I made the green leaves. So that pattern for the border goes all the way around the piece. So I think I will work on the border here and there as I'm going, but it's pretty boring, so I'll just do parts of it at a time. But look at how cute that is. Oh, I love it. I think this was on a 28 count Lugana. I can't remember what color it was. Oh, it was Springfield Sage. Yeah, 28 count. Which, again, I'm loving it. I think I like 32 count, though, the best. I think I like the way the stitches look better on a 32 count than a 28 count, but it's so cute. Oh. So this one, I don't know if it'll take me 4 years to finish it because I really like it. So I'll probably work on this one quite a bit. There's really no rules to the sale that Erin had set up. Some people, like every 29th, are going to stitch on it. Some people are just going to stitch on it a little bit. I don't know. So just join in. You didn't have to start. It's the whole year is a leap year, so you can start this whole year. So join in. It's fun. And there's some really awesome patterns on the hashtag on Instagram. If you go look at the hashtag, there's some really cool ones. So they're going to be added to my wish list. So I did have one new start and one FFO this week. I know. I've had an FFO for a couple weeks, so I'm really, really excited. So I found this pattern on Etsy. So it was a download. So there was no cover sheet for it. But it was, I think, Lupine, Lane Designs. I'll put a link down below. Her name is Bree, which, special. But she has a lot of charts in her shop, and she does actually customizing charts as well. So like if you had like a saying you wanted, you can send them to her, and then she can turn it into a cross stitch pattern for you, which I thought was really awesome. She was like really communicated with me. Not that I had any questions or anything, but she emailed me after I ordered, just thanking me, which I know Etsy does anyways, but it was nice. Are you ready? There we go. Where you lead, I will follow. Do you know what that's from? Gilmore Girls. Yeah. So I did this on a 28 count even weave from Hobby Lobby. It was just like their light blue one that they have there in their cross stitching section. And then the frame is from Hobby Lobby as well. This is 5x7 opening. And it was marked at $14.99, but there was a 50% off sale when I got it. And it was in the regular frame section, so it's not a seasonal item or anything like that. And they also had another one in an 8x10 for this style. I just thought it was perfect. I did change like the coffee mug colors a little bit. In the original pattern, they were brighter colors, and I like the more deeper saturated colors. So I took the same colors, I just deepened them up a little bit. But I did this in 6 hours, which I don't know if that's fast or not, but I was ecstatic. I started it one day, and then I was finishing up the next day, and I didn't go to bed till like midnight because I had like the W. But yeah, it took me 6 hours to get this fully done. And I put it on sticky board and stuck it in a frame. I kept the glass in it. And yeah, I don't know. My daughter is named after Lorelai from Lorelai and Gilmore Girls. It's spelled different. I spelled it the German way, but yeah, I love it. I was so excited. I hung it up on the wall. My husband's like, our walls are being covered in cross stitch. I'm like, I know, it's amazing. Get over it. So I was excited. So that was a new start and a FFO for the week. So I have one more for part of my 10 and 20. I had added in 2 quilts that I wanted to get finished for the year. So the first one I wanted to work on was my Woman of Courage quilt. But I had started this at the very beginning of my quilting journey. So I started it back in like 2010, 2011, something like that. And it was a stitch along with my local quilt shop at the time. And I never did it. I had a couple blocks finished. And like I said, it was the very beginning of my quilting journey. So the blocks were not good. And I didn't realize how bad they were until I started adding in my newer piece blocks. So it's a bit of a wonky quilt, which kind of makes me sad because it's a very precise quilt pattern. You know, you want it to be very precise to get the full effect on it. But you know what? It's part of my journey, and it's just, it is what it is. So that's what it looks like. And I have the top done. So there is an outer border. I don't like it, so I'm not adding the border in. It's just going to be eliminated. Plus, it'll make it too big for my quilting frame. So don't look too close at my points because some of them are really, really bad. Makes me sad, but oh well. I'm going to turn you so you can see that. That is Dresden plates. I got that pattern off of Fat Corner Shop in one of their Sew Sampler boxes. It was fun. So here this mega quilt is. So you can see each quadrant's a bit different. And these 3, that one. Oh my gosh, this is so backwards. And that one, each one in each quadrant, they're different. So then you have the center star and the sashing. Oh, another corner, and then another one. So this is huge. I can't even get it all in. That's a lot of work. But I am so happy that it's done. I will have to go take it with me to the quilt shop and see what I'm going to do for backing, because the kit didn't come with backing material. So I'll just have to take that with me and get some batting and backing and be done. So that will be done this year in no time. I'm excited about that because that is my longest standing whip for quilting. I guess you can call it a whip in quilting as well. So I had a little bit of haul this week. So I got my zippers in after my last video. I don't know, if you guys sew and you need zippers, go to Zip It. And they send this cute little card with you. It shows you every color they have for the, the regular zippers with the plastic teeth and stuff like that, so they're easier to sew with. And they put like little bundles with ribbon. It's nice packaging, and they put a cute little note on it, and they always send you a little extra gift with your pattern or with your order. I've been ordering them from them for several years now, just because I sew. So yeah, Zip It. I love them. And then this one, Kimberly Anne. She's like, "Oh, have you checked out this pattern yet?" So I had to go check it out, and then I had to buy it because mermaids. So this is Lilas Studio Serena. It is a stitching mermaid. If you follow me on Instagram, you saw this on my story already, but I'm going to show you people here over on Flosstube at the beautifulness of this. Oh, this is amazing. I don't know how I'll finish it or when I'm going to start stitching it, but she's beautiful, so I had to have her. She's over on Etsy, and she does have a website as well, but she has a bunch of stuff in her shop, so check her out. And it's like nice, like I'm not going to show you the pattern, but it's like that heavy, like cardstock. Like even like the pattern part is like a heavy cardstock, which I love because I'm pretty rough on my paper patterns. They get pretty smashed up. So I like that it's like a tough pattern. And then another one, which I've had this in my Etsy like favorites for a while now. Satsuma Street Primavera. I did my DNA testing this last year and found out I'm 50% Scandinavian, which I had no clue until after I took the test and the results came back, and I called my grandma on my mom's side. I'm like, how am I 50% Scandinavian, Grandma? Her parents. And then I called my dad, and same thing. He said, oh yeah, there's some in there, and I had no idea. when I was growing up, that wasn't something I, cared to learn about, unfortunately. So I'm trying to learn now. But I just thought this was the cutest thing in the whole world. And it was just a PDF download. Printed it off. So that was another haul of mine. I love that little cat in the middle. He's so cute. I love cats, and I'm super allergic to them. But they're so cute. So that was another haul. And then I think, yeah, that was it for my hauls. Because I did the Where You Lead one as well. So I am a little upset right now. So I showed you guys before, I got this fabric from Joann's. And it was the even weave cross stitch 28 count. It's not even weave. I'm super upset. I started a pattern that's not even. It's the exact same count stitching in all directions, and they're not the same measurements. So if you're looking for an even weave, don't buy the even weave from Joann's if you want it to be even, because it's not. I even measured it because I was so upset. So I am just going to be done with this. If you want an uneven even weave, message me and I will send this chunk to you. It's cut up into pieces because I was going to use it for projects, but when I started stitching and realized it wasn't even, I decided to get rid of it, move on. Oh well. It was 40% off. Luckily it wasn't like a crap ton of money that I'm out, so that was my little thing. I have 3 sales that I want to get involved in. So I have my 10 and 20, which I've already told you guys about, that I started in February with Michelle over at Farm Girl on Flosstube. I'll link her below. And then the Leap Day one with Long Dog Samplers. I got that going with Erin over at 2 Martini Stitches, and my friends are all doing it as well. So that one's fun. And then there was another one that Erin at 2 Martini Stitches is starting for her birthday sale. It's, let me look, Lucky Birthday Sale. So she wants you stitching this month. Her birthday's like, I think, the 24th of this month. So you start this month on something from Owl Forest Embroidery, or something that has to do with like the luck of the Irish, because she's Irish, her name's Erin. So, lucky Irish pattern, something like that. So Karla, over at Karla Being Crafty, posted what she's doing. So I had to get this one. Isn't that so cute? Karla's doing hers with a red background, which is really awesome. But yeah, I don't know. I'm going to try to get this started. I have a couple days off this week that I can run over to Hobby Lobby and get some floss if I need any. But it's so cute. And this was actually one of their free charts. They have, on their website, there are a few free charts that you can download and print off yourself. Or they have PDF patterns, and there are kits that you can get as well. So, yeah, so I'm going to try to start this month. I thought it was the cutest thing in the whole world. Well, thanks, Karla. I love it. And then I also printed off another pattern from Linen and Threads. It was their 2017 mystery stitch along that they did, and I keep seeing people on the Facebook group posting their pictures of it. It's so pretty. This isn't the best picture because it shows you month by month, but so basically each month you got a different band. So if you head over to Linen and Threads website, the 2017 band sampler is this one. So that one will be for a while. You need like, what is it? 39 skeins of DMC, or 29 skeins, depending on what count you use. That's insane. And I don't know what color I'm going to use yet, but I got it just so I have it. And while I have ink in my printer. Do you ever have that happen where you run out of ink so you just don't print anything until you get it and then you forget what you're going to print? Alrighty, so my recap for February. So every month I make like a goal, like a monthly goal list, and then I write down what I want to get done this month. February, I only got 2 of my goals done, which I was kind of bummed. February is just a weird, I don't know, I just got stuck on my mermaid's garden, and that was like really all I wanted to do. So I only got 2 of my 5 goals that I had set up for myself. But it was for myself. I mean, it's not like, I'm going to get in trouble by the principal or something. But So I only got that done, but I did stitch 25 days out of the 29 days in February, which was, I try to stitch a little bit every day. So I was really, really, really excited that I actually got that goal. So I was happy about that. So I set up my plans for March. I know a lot of people are doing different March Madness things this month, but like I told you guys earlier, I'm pretty much getting back into my swing of doing a lot of monogamy switch stitching. So I'm kind of like, I love the idea of starting a whole bunch of new stuff and doing like the bracket that Steel City Stitchers is doing, but I think I'm just going to stick to my Mermaid's Garden, finish that, and then move on to my next one, because I think it'll just be better for my brain, because I love finishing stuff. So I did set myself 7 goals this month. Well, 6. So I'm going to finish my Mermaid's Garden, like finish stitching, and of course I'll FFO it completely because I can't let it sit. I'm going to finish my March for my family and friend sale that I'm doing with Linen and Threads. I want to work at least 12 hours this month on my long dog sampler, which 12 hours seems like a lot, but there are some days where I can stitch for like 3 or 4 hours, so we'll see how the month goes, I guess. I have to finish my Homely Houseplants by Stichonomy. I put it in timeout the last 2 weeks because I was just getting annoyed with it, but I want it done and finished because everyone's posting all their finished pieces on the Facebook group, and they're all super cute and super pretty, so I really want to get that done. So that is like my goal. And then on March 1st I put finished Woman of Courage top, and that's done. Let's mark that off. Woo! I already hit one of my goals. And then I want to start my barn quilt. That one's going to be a lot of piecing, and I don't know how much time this month I'm going to have to work on my quilting, so we'll just see how it goes. But yeah, at least want to start it. And then if I finish like my Mermaid's Garden and my Family SAL and my houseplants, then I'm going to go ahead and start my next pattern that I really want to work on, which is Night Walked Out by the Blue Flower. I didn't bring the pattern over. You know what it is. Everyone's doing it. It's so pretty. And so that will probably be my next focus piece, I'm guessing. And then I do want to work on, in the February edition of Just Cross Stitch, Derek over at Married with Stitches is doing the Flowers of the Month. So I think I really want to go ahead and start doing those every 2 months when you get the magazines, because I just think they're really cute. I found at Goodwill, months ago, I found this like wooden wall hanger thing that you know, and it had like strawberries or something painted on it, and these stitches will fit on that. So I want to figure out a way to finish, so I don't know if I'll do like the magnet type thing like Priscilla does on hers, or if I'll do like the clips that a lot of patterns are, like I know a lot of hands-on design patterns have that, where there's like that little like office clip, and then you just stick the pattern up, up into it, and then it sits, and then you can change it out every month. I'm not sure yet. I'm gonna look around and kind of see. I also like the idea of putting a clothespin on the board and then using that. I love clothespins. They're like I buy clothespins all the time. They're my favorite thing. So I think I'm gonna start those, and those are little stitches. I don't think they would take very long. I mean, they're 62 by 39 for stitch count. So, and those would actually be good ones I can just kind of throw in my purse, and at work if I'm on my lunch break or whatever, I can get those stitched up. So I think I'm going to do those. I'll add that to it as just like a if I have time type project. So that's about it. My loving of Flosstube this week. I haven't been watching a ton of Flosstube this week. My daughter has been in the original Full House kick. So we've been watching all the reruns from the very beginning. So we've been doing that together, which is fun, and I can stitch while we watch that. But there are a few cross stitches that are Flosstube channels I've been watching this month that I really wanted to like shout out. Off the Grid Needlearts, Caroline, she is like, I want her to be my aunt type of vibe. I love her, and she does incredible stuff. She's got a Facebook group. She's going to do a stitchy retreat up in Canada this year, which would be amazing. So go check her out. She also, real quick, she does this 24-hour rotation with her project. So she has a project that she starts and she works on it for 24 hours. And then once that 24 hours is done, she moves on. Not in a row, just like throughout like her days. She just keeps track of her time. Every time she starts stitching on it, she starts her timer. And then once she hits 24 hours, she moves on to the next project. So I'm kind of thinking of that because I think that would help me get through all my projects, but still make me feel like I'm only doing one project at a time. I don't know. We'll see. And then Just Keep Stitching. I know everybody knows them. Pam and Stephanie. They are hilarious. They just make my day. I love when their videos come up and I watch them. They just make me laugh and smile, and I just love them. And then, of course, Married with Stitches with Derek and Christian. They are hilarious. I love them. My husband even sits down and watches them with me. That's like the only Flosstube he'll watch with me is them. He thinks they're hilarious. And I just joined their Fabric of the Month Club. I've never joined a Fabric of the Month Club. It'll be my first one. I think I signed up for 32 count even weave for their neutral lines. So I think they said they ship on the 15th of every month. So I'm excited. I can't wait. They keep showing pictures and I watch their auctions and I never know what time they're at, so I always miss them all, but I sit there and Google and just stare at all of them. They're so pretty. I love them. But so yeah, go check them out. They're hilarious. And then I just found Basic Stitches Little Stitch Girl, Jorden and Jami. Oh my gosh. They are like, I hope my daughter and I are like that when we get older together because they are the cutest mom and daughter duo ever. I just love them. And her patterns that she has coming out for market are so cute. Oh my gosh. So add that to my list. So yeah. So I'm excited. I love this community. Oh, really quick. I forgot that I didn't even mention. On Instagram, there is the Common Threaded Stitcher hashtag. You have to do it. It's so much fun. They did it last year in August, I think, of last year. And I didn't join in. Like, I followed it and I watched it and read everybody's stuff, but I never joined in. But this year is, like, my year of, like, getting out of, like, my bubble in my head. So I'm starting Flosstube. I started journaling. I'm trying to, like, reach out and talk to people more. It's just, like, a personal, like, goal of mine. I have kind of like some anxiety type issues that I've been dealing with since having kids. So I'm trying to like work on putting myself out there and getting to know more people and just letting people get to know me. So I'm a pretty closed person. So I'm working really, really hard on it. So I'm like, that's my goal. Every morning I go on, I see what the prompt is for the day and I post. Like I don't even think about it. I just post. So I heard about this through KeaBee Quilting on YouTube, and she also has a Flosstube channel now too, or it's not a separate channel, but it's just part of her channel. Her and her husband do the Flosstube together. And then, so I've been following Kia forever. So when she mentioned this last year, that's how I found out about it. But there are several, let's see. There's KeaBee, Tech Guy, which is her husband, Cooter, House of Stitch and Dash, Snug Harbor Crafts, Kyle, Pam and Steph, and then Jen Lee over at Quirks and Stitches. There are, if you go to the Common Thread Stitcher, everybody has to post. They want all the like people that started it to be tagged. So at the end of like what you write or whatever, you just tag all these people. If you follow them on Instagram, so I am not good at like hashtags and tag. I don't really know how it works. Like I'm really, really, really bad about it. So I found out for all you like Instagram people that don't really know how to do it, because I didn't, if you follow these people and then you put the @ sign and then start typing in their name, you can just push on it so you don't have to type out the whole name. I didn't know that. Mind blown. I don't know. I don't know why. I'm still in the AOL days in my head, MySpace. I don't know. So if you follow all the people on the Common Thread Stitcher that had started it, so when you go into like the Common Thread Stitcher and you click on someone's post, you'll see all these @ marks. Follow all these people, and then when you post and you start typing, like you can type in @KE, it'll show you KeaBee Quilting, and then you can hit it, and then you don't have to type all these. I was typing all these like the first day. I was like, why? This is going to take forever if I do this every single day. And then I figured, oh, once I follow them, it just pops up. So Common Thread Stitcher is a lot of fun. There are so many people joining in. And what's really cool, like today's prompt was, it's day 4. Yeah, it's the 4th. So yeah, day 4, it was your stitchy routine. So they want you to post about like your routine of stitching. Like, do you bobbinate? Do you not bobbinate? Do you pre-treat your fabrics? Do you pre-treat your threads? Do you, like, whatever, like that kind of thing. So I'm new. I don't really have like a true routine yet. I'm still working on what works good for me. So like Karla actually already posted hers, and I was like, oh, okay. Like, she had other ideas of how she gets her stuff prepped for her like routine and getting ready for her projects and stuff like that. So I'm like, oh, this is going to be the best one. So I always keep like my notebook and a pen next to me when I'm watching Flosstube videos, because then I can write notes down if someone says like a chart, or if they mention like a needle they like, or a fabric they like, or just like tips on like how to start and stop a piece of thread, you know, like anything like that. I always just keep notes in a notebook next to me while I'm stitching and watching. So I'm really excited about today, because there'll just be a ton of new information for me to learn about that maybe I can add into my routine and make my life a little bit easier in my stitching. So check it out. I left all the hashtag stuff information below. So join in on all the fun. And I just really, really want to thank everybody for joining me. Oh, Diane Dugan or Duggan, she never got back to me about my giveaway. So I'll give her one more week. If she doesn't let me know before my next video, which is next Wednesday, hang on, I'm just trying to see the date. I don't know off the top of my head. I'll give her until the 11th. If she doesn't contact me, I'm going to just draw another giveaway winner from video 3, I believe. I don't know, the one where I asked you guys to talk about market, that video. So it was Lizzie Kate, she believes she could pattern, and then a project bag I made myself. So Diane, Duggan, I messaged you on YouTube, like through your comment. I couldn't find you, like, I didn't know how to get to you, like comment, like message you, but I commented on your, post when I had talked about doing my giveaway. So get back to me. I want to send this to you. I'm really, really excited to send out a gift to somebody. So you have until the 11th. If you don't contact me, I will be drawing a new name, and I will let you guys know next video on if she's going to go somewhere else or if Diane gets her. So thank you guys so much. I'm sorry for the lengthier video this week. I just had a lot going on, and I just wanted to like tell you guys everything. So go and follow all the hashtags and all the people, and get a lot of stitching in, and stay calm and happy. And I just thank you so, so much for being a part of my life here over on Flosstube and on Instagram. Go follow me. I love following everybody. So I will see you guys next time. Bye!